Welcome to Using an iPad to Create Virtual Lessons. I'm Jennifer Bailey from SingtoKids. You can find my TPT store by searching SingtoKids, all one word. Feel free to hit the follow button for updates and search the many categories for resources you might like. If you enjoy music ed blogs, you can find me at www.singtokids.com. There you'll find a variety of topics from distance learning, pedagogy, classroom management, and more. You can also use the Find It Fast tab to search for specific topics and categories. Today, we'll learn how to record lessons on an iPad, how to edit videos on an iPad, how to embed videos into lyrics and slides, and how to save or upload videos for classroom use. Before we get started, there are a few things I want you to think about. When we record lessons on an iPad, you can do so via screen capture or video. If you're going to video yourself, you might consider these accessories: a tripod, a shutter remote, which will turn the camera on and off for you without you walking to the video camera to turn it on or off, a ring light to help where you're going to videotape yourself if you're not in a brightly lit room, and an iClip, which attaches to the tripod to hold your iPad. If you're only going to use it for screen capture, then all you need is your iPad. So, before you start, I want you to plan your content. What types of lessons do you want to present to your students? Do you need videos to embed in songs or to demonstrate process? Make sure you have a quiet space that is well lit for recording, and be prepared to accept imperfection. I have yet to record a video that doesn't include one of my two pugs snoring or barking in the background, and I'm sure you'll hear them throughout this video. And lastly, be prepared to batch your work. Batch your videos, meaning do them all at the same time. When you do that, it helps you to make the process more concrete. So record all of your videos at the same time, then edit all of your videos at the same time, then upload all of your videos at the same time. Because as you practice the sequence of recording, editing, and uploading, you'll become more adept at doing this. So let's get started. How to import JPEGs for iMovie. So if you're planning to put slides up of songs and record yourself singing the song or teaching the song, you're going to need to have those files ready for use. So identify what JPEG files you want to use for your videos. Go to your photos. You can do this on a computer or you can do this on your iPad, and click on import. You want to be able to bring those pictures into your photo library because that's how you'll access them in iMovie. Let me show you a quick demonstration. So here I am. I'm actually on my laptop. You can see these are resources that I'm creating for my own classroom. They're also available in my TPT store. And you can see here's my lyric sheet. There's where I intend putting the video. And I need to get that into my photos. So I'm going to open Photos, go to File, and select Import. Once I do, I want to find that folder. So you can see here are my JPEG folders. I have them labeled as such. I'm going to click on the folder I want to open and click on the slide and then click Review for Import. And that will bring that particular slide into my photos, which I can access on my iPad. Now I want to be able to record myself singing that song. So I'm going to videotape myself, which I'm not walking through that process with you because I think that you know how to record yourself on an iPad. But what I really want you to understand is how to edit that video before you get it into iMovie. And I say edit before iMovie because if you edit within iMovie, it just bogs everything down and it can alter the dimension of the video that you are going to use. And so make sure you determine the size that you want your movie to be, and you want to edit your videos. You're going to crop it, add any overlays, edit the start and end so that it's a clean video before you ever get to iMovie. Let me show you. So I'm pulling up a video that I recorded of me. As you can see, here's all of my batch videos. This is all our videos that I recorded on the same day. So I'm going to click on one of these videos. Here we go. And you're not going to hear me singing here, but you're going to see the video. And I'm going to click the edit button. And the first thing I'm going to do is just crop it so it's a little bit smaller. And then I can go and I can click the video button and I can edit the beginning and the ending. And the reason I'm doing that is because my little clicker broke, and so it's not working. So you see me reaching in to start the camera and to stop the camera. When I have it the way I want it, I click Save Video. You can save it as a new clip. I tend not to do that because it just bogs down my iPad with a lot of extra video, and I don't want to have to clean that up later. So I leave it as its own clip. I just kind of erase what was there before and put the new clip in there. So my video is edited before I ever get to iMovie. So I have all of my JPEG files ready to go. I have all of my movie files recorded, and I have all of my movie files edited. Now I'm ready to go into iMovie, and this is what it looks like. So to embed a video into a lyric or a slide in iMovie, I want to import those JPEGs, record the video, and then when I go into iMovie, the first thing I'm going to do is open the JPEG first. So that's going to be the base of our video, is the actual picture of the lyrics. I need to adjust that to match the length of the video I'm going to put inside. So when you put a lyric slide into iMovie, it automatically defaults to 6 seconds. But sometimes the movies I put into that slide are 3 and 4 minutes long, so I have to adjust that picture to be the length of my video. I'm going to click Add Video and click the 3 little dots to get a menu and choose Picture in Picture or Screen in Screen, and then I'm going to adjust it to where I want it to be in the slide. Here's what that whole process looks like. So I'm opening iMovie. I'm going to click on the plus sign, and you'll see I get New Project, Movie or Trailer. I select Movie, and then I'm going to go into my media. And within my media, I'm going to pull up one of those photos, that lyric slide that I had imported. So I'm bringing in mousey, and I click Create Movie down at the bottom. So now you see that lyric slide is all ready to go. It automatically defaults to Ken Burns, and I don't want that effect in my video. So I disable that, and I'll position the slide just the way I want it to look. And then once I've done that, you see it's defaulted to 6 seconds, so I have to move it to the length of my video, which is about 22 seconds. I'm going to, again, just check and make sure it's the way I want it to look. And then I am going to bring in the video. So I'm going to click on the little plus sign up at the top, or I can go to Media and select Video. I'm going to scroll down to find the video that I've already edited. And I'm going to click, and do you see those 3 dots? Those 3 dots give me options: cutaway, picture in picture, split screen, green blue screen, audio only. I want picture in picture. So that puts that video on top of the screen of the lyric slide. Now I have to adjust. So I'm going to move it where I'd like it to be. I can resize by pinching 2 fingers to the size that I want. And you can see that as I was editing that, the black sides of the slide appeared. If I edit the movie in iMovie, those little black sides will stay there, and I don't want that. You also will notice that I can edit some different things down at the bottom. Please check your volume. Sometimes it defaults to mute, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure that it's at a volume you want. And then you have to make sure that your slides meet, because if the bottom slide is longer, then that picture will disappear, and I want it to be all together. So here's my video.
Mousey in the housey, hurry, hurry do. Or the kitty in the housey will be chasing you.
So my whole song is there. The lyrics are there for students to look at. And I press done. I can rename my movie so it's ready to go. And then the lovely thing about iMovie is there are a variety of options for me to use to send this video. I can upload it directly to YouTube. I can scroll over and upload it directly to my Google Drive. I can save the video, which would save into my photos. I can airdrop it, or I can just play it from my iPad right there.
Mousey in.
Now, what if I wanted to do something different? I love to read stories to my children. And so one of the things that I've been doing with permission of the publishers is just recording videos of books for my students. So I'm pulling up a video that I recorded. I'm going to click that Create Movie button again. This is an Over in the Meadow. It's by GAA Publications. It's one of John Feierabend's song tales. And I just videotaped the book. And what I want to do is to now record myself singing with the book. So you can see that I've touched the microphone over to the left, and now I'm recording my voice. Now it's muted, so you can't hear that, but I'm speaking and I can sing part of the story along with it and record. And when I'm done, I can click stop. You can see here the recording.
This is Over in the Meadow, adapted by John N. Feierabend, illustrated by Marissa Napolitano.
If I like what I've recorded, I hit accept. If I don't,
over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun,
I can click retake or cancel. But this way I can begin to create stories for my students. And again, I can name it. Now I'm naming it slightly different because I already have this video created for my students. But I can upload it to YouTube, upload it to my Google Drive for my students to assign, save it as a video. It's a really easy process to undertake. And again, it's a lovely way to share content that I might already do in my classroom with my students in a virtual way. Or if I'm not able to sing face-to-face to my students, I can still sing to them via video in the classroom this year. How to screen capture on an iPad. This is a relatively new function, and I'm really excited about this. The first thing you're going to do is add the screen capture to your menu from the control center. And you're going to have to turn screen capture on. And what it does is it records processes across apps for student instruction. And then your videos are saved automatically to your photo library. Let me show you how to turn on screen capture. So what you're going to do is go into your settings, click on Control Center, and click on Customize Controls. Once you're there, I already have this in my menu, but I'm going to remove it so you can see it. You're going to look for Screen Recording, and you're going to tap on it, that plus sign, and bring it up into your menu. and then exit out of your settings. Now you're going to take a finger and swipe up. See where it says 91% where my battery is? If you swipe down, that is your menu. And if you click on that little button, now mine is flashing red because I'm already recording, but if you click on that, you'll get a 3-second countdown until it starts to record, and you can screen capture anything on your iPad, including the lovely picture of my son on Poipu Beach in Kauai, which is the beach I grew up on as a child. That's why it's one of my background pictures on my iPad. So, what do we do? Well, the lovely thing about screen capturing is that I can share apps with my students and share
Jazzy World Tour!
things I want them to do or watch or listen to. So this app is called Jazzy World Tour.
Learn, play, create.
And my
Tap
students,
the items to learn.
Brazil is the largest country in South America, and it is rich with
my
sandy
students can
beaches,
still explore
mountains,
apps that
and
we would use in the
rainforests.
classroom. So I
Its
might go
capital
clip
city is
30 seconds
Brasilia,
of this to
and the
share as we're
official
learning
language
about
is
Brazilian
Portuguese.
music.
Brazilian people are famous for their joyful culture of music, dance, food, and sports.
And what I love about this app is students can click on
This
different
large
instruments
Brazilian drum is played with 2 mallets.
and see a variety of things. Let's explore a few more apps just so you see how this functions. For my students, we use Storybots. And you can see that the screen has come up, and I can click on these different characters and my students can hear. And again, this is all just screen capture using the iPad. So most apps work pretty well with screen capture on the iPad. I'm going to show you one more quick app, that is Incredibox, which is a favorite among my upper elementary students. And in case your students say what my students say, I always tell my kids that they're wearing their bathing suits. You just can't see that they have their bathing suits on. Because sometimes my students will comment about the lack of clothing on our characters. So here we go. We're going to put the shirts on. But screen capture really does capture a variety of things across your iPad among your apps. Now, the lovely thing about Incredibox is there's also a web-based program, so I could show my students Incredibox using screen capture on the iPad and then give them the URL to go play that on the website. The one thing I want you to be aware is that screen capture does not function the same way across all apps. One of my favorite apps to use with my students is the Carnival of the Animals app. It's just a lovely program, and my students use this in center time all the time. But as I was testing this one, what I noticed is that when I clicked on video, they could hear the music, but they could not see the video associated with it. So not all apps are created equal in terms of their ability to capture things on the screen. And again, I wouldn't screen capture an app from start to finish. It would just be, here's how we're using this, here's what you're going to do, here's the appropriate ways and the buttons that you need to press to do things. It would just be a tool to use so that students could then access the app themselves in their own learning time. All right, how to save and upload videos. Well, the lovely thing is that you can upload from iMovie. You can upload directly to your Google Drive or Google Classroom using the apps. You can airdrop videos to your Mac computer. You can save videos in your photo library. And you can upload directly to a YouTube channel. So if you have a YouTube channel that you have created for your school or your program, you can upload things directly to that and share links with students. And as we saw, you could upload directly to a Google Drive and assign videos in Google Classroom to your students, so that if YouTube is problematic for your school and they don't want students accessing videos, that you can put them right in your Drive and assign them into Google Classroom. Thank you so much for attending my session today. I hope you got a lot of good information out of it. There's so much more I could talk about with you, and I'm happy to answer questions if you have them. You can reach me at singtokids@gmail.com, or you can reach me at my website, www.singtokids.com. And today's session's handout is in my TPT store, which is also SingtoKids, and you can access it in the free freebies section if you look at the categories on the side, and it is free for you to use. Thank you again. I hope you have a lovely day.